Hi, what's good? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to create a social media, banner in CorelDraw 2020. Without further ado, let's step into it. So, as this right now, what you are going to do right now is to go over to hit on your rectangular tool, then you hold Ctrl key on your keyboard to draw a perfect square, object, just like so. Then you go over to give it size. So the size is going to be 10 by 10 by 10 inches. Good. Can you see that? So what you are going to do right now is to type the information in which you want to use. So let's type save up to 50% on home appliances. Good. So right now what we are going to do right now is to create a basement. Let's change the background to a little bit of the lighter green. Then you try and hold Ctrl key on your keyboard, then you tap yellow into it a little bit to look lemon. Can you see that? Good. So right now the next step right now is to change the font. We are going to use a very narrow font. So let's go over, so let's type Swiss. It's going to be Family of Swiss. So Swiss. So you can decide to use any font, it all depends on you. Then you bolding that. Good. So center the whole thing. So right now what I'm going to do is to create a pattern in which will be at the background. So what we are going to do, let's create pattern just like so. Then you make a copy and get your destination, you right click to copy paste. Good. Then you merge together by combining. Good. So right now we are creating a pattern here, so make a copy of this just like so. Good. So then you change the whole thing to white. So right now what we are going to do now is to bitmap that. Let's convert it to bitmap. Good. So right now you go over at your what's it called transparency tool, you click on uniform transparency, automatically changes the whole thing. Then you adjust the transparency of the object just like so. Good. So right now what we're going to do is to just slant it a bit, then you bring it all up right here. So let's make it just like that, bitmap that too. Then you go over again to copy to the other side. When you get to your destination, you right click, so automatically copy paste. Then you select the two together, then you bitmap. So right now the next step is to power clip this object that we created into the into this very particular square. So select the object, then you go over to menu to locate objects, then you locate power clip, then locate place inside frame, and select the frame in which you want to power clip into. Select. Good. So right now go over to hold Alt key on keyboard, then select the transparency pattern which we've created. Then we'll adjust just like so. Zoom down. Let's make it a little bit slant, then we make it a little bit bigger. Good. So Right now what we are going to do is to go over to make that a little bit, you know, type green into that. So good. So I think it's too lousy, so good. So let's change this to white. So right now the next step right now is to bring in all this, our equipment right here. Let's arrange that. Control page up, then you make this, electronics bigger, then you bring in the gen and the TV. So you have to be very creative about it. The arrangements matter. So right now let's push it down a bit, group all the home appliances together, then you go over to our shadow tool. Let's give it a shadow. So good. So right now what we're going to do is to go over to feather. Let's make this feather 60. That's too much. Let's make this 80. Good. So right now what we're going to do is go over to object, then you locate break, drop shadow apart, click on that, then you group the whole thing together, then you power clip that into, locate your object, then you go over to power clip, place it on place inside frame, then you select the frame, automatically snap right inside the page. So right now what you are going to do is to adjust that a little bit, make it bigger, then you adjust it a little bit. Good. So right now we are going to adjust, let's place our logo right beside the home appliances, just like so. Good. So let's pull this a little bit upward, then let's reduce it a bit. Good. So right now we are going to adjust this. So enter from here. Good. Then go over to this place to select left alignment, then you hit on your shape tool to close the tracking, just like so. Good. So right now we're going to do, let's enter from here. Good. So right now we are going to give this a little bit of shadow. So let's create a white pattern around this. So go over and make that place white, then you hit on shape tool to drag from the angle, just like so, to make that a rounded shape. So right now it's hold control on your keyboard, then you tap on page down, automatically snap down right, just like so. Good. So let's adjust this a bit. Good. So center it within that. Good. Let's reduce that a bit. Yeah, reduce it a bit. Good. So right now we are going to have the shadow. So let's create a shadow around this text. Hit on your shape tool first. Let's close the tracking a little bit. Good. Then you make it a bit bigger, then you go over to hit on your shadow tool. Let's give it a shadow, track down just like so. Good. Then you go over to adjust the feathering. Let's make it 6. Good. Can you see that? So a little bit lighter, let's make it 40. Good. So go over to object, then okay, break drop shadow apart. So here we come to the end of the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below to subscribe, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that other people can benefit from what we are sharing so far. So see you some other time. Bye for now. Good.